We're back. Normal stuff, quality, and variable in broadcasting. I'm putting these out in little sections, and I'll keep the conversation going. You witness these in the norm, and you'll pick up the sequence going on. Always witness my videos in a sequence. They usually follow a certain progression. Then you'll see there's a break. I'll come back, and there's a sequence again. That's the only way I know how to upload it. And I might as well. I'm used to working this way as a radio broadcaster, so the two came together. Simple as that. Only my ancestry preceding all this is that. I mean this. You know, shoe business, my family's ancestry to the shoe business. You don't know. Without me, I hear conversations at tables I never sat at. I sure do. I deja vu things. Ow! I do a lot of deja vuing. A lot of it. Mm-hmm. It started in my prayer. It started with me listening to my mind and shutting up, listening. Just waiting for it to speak. And eventually it speaks. And I let it speak. Now sometimes I have to, well actually I reason with it out loud. You'd be surprised. My mouth runs both sides, only you can always tell there's two sides to every reasoning. One being the curious and the struggle, the other being the wit and the backing up. And your brain will do both. Your brain will curious and struggle. Your brain will wit and answer that. At will. You're engineered to do it like Predator. It's like going, like Predator opening up something going blah, 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 blah. That's you. That's you. You know how to do that. Up here. Only really I need to come from down here because I have to keep this in somewhat of function to do it. When this is not functioning, this will not do it. And I take and work with this mechanism here, which ain't worth a powder to get it across the street. Of course, I'm misusing it. Well, as far as I'm concerned, I'm able to misuse it. In other words, it will stand up to misuse. Oh, you can't do that. Wanna bet? The human anatomy, when you look at it, is like a very simple internal combustion motor. If you open yourself up and look, it ain't that complex in there. It really ain't. Gut any animal and see it. It's not that complex. It's not. Now, the nervous system is sequenced. Does that make it complex? No. No, it doesn't. Is sequence complex? No. You know what engineering calls sequence? Simple. Don't call it complex. Now give it to me. I got it now. I finally have my water. Sequence is simple, not complex. Keep it simple. Keep it sequence. Are the sequences working simultaneous? Yes. They sure are. Does this represent an absolute of it? Sequence and simultaneous. What does that mean, by the way? The word healing, well, I gotta tell you this much it means. Function and consistency. That it means. Sequence and simultaneous mean function and consistency. They absolutely accomplish it. They do that knee-jerk. Knee-jerk. You have to work really hard to screw that up. You don't go out of your way. Sequence and simultaneous comes up with consistent function. Want something better than that, the Lord said? You idiot. Me and my maker going round and round about these things. I've had it explained to me. Something talking up to me. Backing me up to the echo of information. Oh, yeah, I have. I spit in its face on the wall. A thing that built me. Put my face on the floor and heard an explanation. when you're really troubled, before you hurt anyone, especially yourself, spit in the Lord's face, put your face on the floor, admit you're an idiot, and listen for an explanation. Do it before you hurt. Before you take it out on anything here, take it out on the Lord. You think you're big enough to hurt what built this cosmos? You ain't. You ain't big enough to hurt it. You ever have Big Brother, you just pound it on, and Big Brother says, well, you're going to do your homework now. Yep. I ain't mad at you for pounding on me, boy. You ain't big enough to hurt me. Kick me, hurt down, stand there and look at you. I actually met a martial arts instructor that way. You could beat the whale out of him. He wasn't mad at you for doing it. You're still going to do your homework. Wonderful man. Always looked up to every student. I'll remember that man. I mean, his face comes to my heart all the time. I told you I reminisce things. That man's face appears a lot. Taught me a lot. Especially how to carry yourself. I reminisce him. I have a lot of pathway that I've walked to get here that's priceless. Beyond, I couldn't talk all day where I've been to get me here right now. I couldn't put enough appreciation in it if I tried. Talk of the rest of my life. I ain't got that long to live. Well, I gotta tell you, I don't have the brains of the words to show appreciation of what I've got here right now. And I've also had the wailing bejeebies kicked out of me too. And I can't tell you enough how that has to get drug out someday and shook but good. No way. Now when the others have done so much, are you going to do so much to degrade it? Nope. You ain't. I've met priceless here. That degrading is not going to take place. No. You're passing it on to uncountable. Just like you did me. Wrong. Nope. So I remark to both. I have a love-hate relationship. I sure do. And my hate is just disappointing. Doesn't mean a thing. Nothing. I'd never take my hate out on anything here. Ever. And any of those I've already disappointed, I'm sorry. It wasn't my hate for you. That's for sure. Nothing to do with it. No. I'm very sorry. Spalding out of here.